shot of Pieters. He went like that.
Pieters from the fringe, and you're right, he certainly would have expected to get a lot closer than this one. As you hit it back into breeze, you're going to see quite a bit of that. Short putts, 3 and 4 feet there, pretty nasty. Steady on. As you said, Richard, when he gets a little bit hot under the collar, he tends to sort of rush things.
The right.
Well, certainly the 9 you want to be finishing on. I don't look too happy with this one. Lost it way right into the trees. Might not be so chirpy in a minute or two, but this is the easier 9. The second 9 is definitely easier and about a shot better than the front 9.
As I say now, Pieters does have a chance. He can go left of the trees that are in front of him. There is quite a healthy gap there, especially with the wind into him and off the left.
Gripping right down the shaft on this one. I thought this was quite a risky shot. Nothing wrong with hitting an iron down there into position. He's just made his third shot just that little bit harder to control.
Well, leaving the flag in, putting into the wind for Thomas here.
Yeah, just look at the way that flagstick is bending to and fro, and you'd think with the wind blowing that way, there's a good chance that if you get it at the wrong point, you can hear that flag come back out, even if it's on line.
If you've got pace on it, there's no question.
Aim it down the right hand side with a touch of draw on this wind. It will go a long way.
If he gets it over the trees, nothing wrong with being down that left hand side. The pin's up in the back right hand portion. And even though it's in the rough, that is okay.
Big swing at the end, and he's got it, Pieters. Saw, who do we see? Brandon Stone hole one from him, just a little bit shorter than that, but it turned a lot right to left at the end. Page the leaderboard, but came over here with Bradley from Oman last week. Nice to hear somebody who's flying the flag for the over 40s doing quite well.
Well, Thomas Pieters got about 40 feet here, cross the green right to left.
Nicely played from Pieters, beautifully judged. It's the wind purely moving that. Look at that flag.
Again, there's a lot of room behind this flag, so there's no reason to be short. Always difficult going at a front flag, but everything slopes back to front. Again, 178 into this strong wind.
It's Lewis, absolutely fantastic, and it is. What a cracking shot. Keeping the trajectory down, keeping it low. The penetrating flight.
Well, a fairly tough putt to read this one. It almost looks like it's a double break. You've got to think with the wind and the slope, it's got to be left to right at the end.
Well, just a par, but it is a tough hole out of the way for Pieters.
Shorter club in his hand. This is going to be higher in the air. Can he get it all the way back to this flagstick in these gusting conditions? Yes, he can. That's a good shot. Still going to be a quick putt, but
Yeah, who has a very slick, very fast putt as it comes down the hill and downwind, and he was very timid with the putt on the previous hole, so I don't think he's going to hit this too hard.
Turn. Yes, well judged from Thomas Pieters.
It's a couple of good putts, isn't it? Hold a nice one at the 11th as well from some distance, so Pieters with his second birdie of this homeward 9, moving into the red. having so many iron off the tee.
It really is a beautiful swing, isn't it, that? You just wonder how he ever hits it offline, to be honest. You know, a bad swing looks the same to me.
Well, good yardage for Pieters. 174 coming down. It's been a little bit off the left from his angle coming in, but he'll be going up the flag.
Oh, what a cracking shot from Thomas Pieters. Pitch is, what, 4 feet from the hole or so?
Yeah, about 20 feet down the hill, just outside, about a ball outside the left edge. Down green to start.
Going to slow up quickly. Pace wasn't the problem, but line was.
Yeah, he seemed to set that off in completely the wrong direction. As Warren said, maybe a little bit left to right there. He certainly thought it was going to move off the right side and quite considerable. Maybe a slight hint of a push in the stroke, but...
There's the view from the 16th tee. This is Pieters. See that rocky outcrop with the palm trees now. Going left.
Yeah, you don't want to go over there. Always got away with it. And 1 eagle and 71 birdies on this hole today. It really is almost a tricky par 3, you would suggest. If you don't make 3 here, you'd be very disappointed.
Thomas Pieters not wasting any time. Up he steps, keep going. Just the wind putting the brakes on there for the Belgian, so he'll have that for a 3. For birdie, a 16.
It's been gusting all afternoon, but now it's staying consistently blowing hard.
In the end, a good stroke. And right in the middle for Thomas Pieters. Par 3 and a par 5 to come for...
Straightforward, and not green with a great deal of depth to it either.
Beautiful through Thomas Pieters.
And pretty much a straight putt. If he looks for anything, it'll be just a hair left of centre. Pretty flat part of the green here.
Watch the pace with him always. It always, if it doesn't go in, it's going to end up about that far past. You very rarely see him come up, you know, a foot or two short.
Oh yeah, youth is a beautiful thing. It has to be said.
Well, I'll tell you what, Sully gets it out there, but yeah, and Pieters also had a good drive. He was very happy with it. Beautiful right to left, yeah.
Pieters 251, 228 to the front of the green, so he'll be trying to pitch at about 235.
Well, it sounded like a good contact. It was. He's just going to roll over the back, that one. Just needs a decent lie there.
Yeah, it's not a bad lie here for him, pitching downhill, but lots of green to work with. He normally floats these quite softly up in the air.
Gorgeous, delightful little shot. Delightful little shot.
Oh dear. Oh wait, I don't blame you. 2.5 feet left. 70. Go on, sorry Dom, sorry.
No, Richard, I insist.
That was around a 70 that. Over in 33, 37 for the front 9. So that's okay, turned a par 3 off the lead.
To watch another European Tour video, click here. Or to subscribe, click here.